Hey, I'm back. Precaution is back. What have I been doing these past couple weeks? Well, taking care of this dog, pictured here. He needs a lot of attention.
We got a whole whisper and there's a nugget except for this caution guy.
Go to dog.
I'm on top of them.
Someone well.
Bruh, look at this dude.
In gaming, there are personalities and characters everywhere you look. These are represented in the heroes, champions, and legends that every game provides. Very rarely, though, do you get to create your own legacy and are able to impact the story of the game around you. This kind of not only customization and level of power usually resides in MMO or RPG type games, and I almost forgot how good this experience can feel. I think we can all agree that when you create a character, your own character, it can lead to extremely satisfying storytelling. It's not a prerequisite for a good game, but when they really nail that aspect of a game, it feels tremendous to log in because it takes you to another mindset. Destiny, for me, takes me to that mindset, especially when I created a Titan class character on a free-to-play account.
You're alive! You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost, and you? Well, you've been dead a long time.
If this is your first time watching me, believe me when I say I pretty much have every raid exotic in Destiny 2 and a lot of armor sets in my vault from all kinds of activities on my other account. I think most of us do. Creating a second account I find to be soothing, and I've done it in other games like Warframe. I ask of you to think about stripping down your experience of any game and start fresh. It will become immediately clear why it is you like that game. All it takes is maining a new champion in League of Legends, changing your talent tree in a new Path of Exile League, or creating a new weapon and experimenting with it in something like Monster Hunter World. Every game has that reset available, and it's waiting for you right now. While you may ask yourself, why should I sacrifice my time? Why should I put myself at a disadvantage, and why should I hold myself hostage? But I would respond to that it really makes you look at a game you've been playing for a while differently, in a new light, in the eyes of a blind player. And I'm not talking about someone who cannot see, but I recommend trying any game blind because you will find and learn a lot about yourself and your tendencies when you strip yourself of them as they come back. For example, I'm in Hunter in Destiny 2. I play the Hunter class a lot, and 99 times out of 100 I am on the same exact subclass with a similar loadout for a lot of my gameplay. I don't switch off Celestial Nighthawk a whole ton because it enables the Gunslinger subclass bottom tree to be able to do more damage through persistent damage, which is known as crit. The subclass in general brings out a solar themed gun for those that might be new to Destiny, been watching Destiny for the first time today. A handgun that fires 3 times, or 6 times if you're doing top tree, without the exotic armor piece, well, the helmet piece, Celestial Nighthawk, and with a Celestial Nighthawk, it fires just once, so you can just enable your super, or ultimate, however you may reference it. In Destiny it's a super. You enable your super, you bring out one huge shot, which in most cases it does 260 to 300,000 damage, which is a lot. Though when I created my Titan, I had no such thing. I didn't have a Celestial Nighthawk to work with. I had nothing but green gear. For those that don't play Destiny that are still listening to my ramble, it's not the best gear, because it's the gear given to you when starting the very first mission. You can't put mods on it or level it up, so I had to figure out not only what subclass to use, but also what exotic armor to use. It was similar to trying to learn to ride a bike all over again from square one with training wheels. So when I created this Titan, it really led to me experimenting with all kinds of builds, all kinds of things. Not just an exotic armor, but in the mods, in everything. And I really like that aspect of Destiny. You might be watching this video right now and be thinking, what's this whole conversation leading towards? And what it's leading towards is a small tutorial on how to gear up in Destiny. Where do you go from the first mission? This is the first mission. Killing enemies grants progress to be able to escape on the ship. There's only really two main objectives. Kill enough enemies and then escape on the ship. This first mission is incredibly short, but what comes after that is your access to the tower, which is such an important part of your Destiny start. If you're now starting Destiny, take a breather, take a breath. It's gonna be a long ride. Just relax. It's gonna be okay.
An ancient enemy pursued the traveler across the universe. Humanity faced extinction. But the traveler made a choice. Its sacrifice destroyed its ancient enemy and brought life to the ghosts. I am a ghost. More importantly, I'm your ghost. And you are one of the travelers chosen. You are a guardian.
Hold up. You're telling me I'm a guardian? I thought I was a pinata this whole time. What does it mean to be a guardian? In Destiny, it means that you have a ghost, you're given light by the traveler, and it means that you have the ability to die and respawn. It means a whole lot of other things, but that's the basic premise. You're one of the, you've been long dead, but all of a sudden you're flown in to help defend the last city on Earth. Could you imagine if, it's hard to see it, but the lore of Destiny and how the story progresses, it's insane to think there's just one city on Earth and you're gonna be the one to protect it. I don't know. I feel a lot of risk and reward there.
My control, your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul.
Your first thought on how to gear up is probably, okay, I'm not a pinata, but I have a lot of green gear, which you said was bad. So, how do I get better gear? Well, your first stop should be Mars. Once you've unlocked Mars, I'm aware that you have to do bounties. The most efficient way to gain XP is by just playing the game, killing enemies, but the most efficient way is to do bounties. And to unlock Mars, and to unlock Escalation Protocol, which is where you're gonna get your first set of full armor, you have to unlock the planet Mars by doing bounties, like I said. Pick any bounty you want to do. Just do them all. Do the planetary ones on Earth. EDZ. Simple. Then, go to Mars. Go to Anna Bray. Talk to her, accept her questline, and then you can launch Escalation Protocol. The server link is below for the Destiny 2 PC LFG Discord server. If you're a new player, you don't have people that normally play this game, you're just coming into it, join this Discord. You do have to register with Charlemagne, which is a Discord bot for Destiny, but join the Discord in the description of the channel, and you can immediately start finding people that want to do escalation protocol, with many groups always being posted. You might be wondering, why would I need people for this event if it's so easy to get a full set of armor? Well, it's a non-match made activity, like I was saying. It's usually 6-man territory. You can accommodate up to 6, as few as 1. Most groups seem to be in the 4 to 5 range of when I do it, but you're gonna want to have a group for this activity, especially if you're playing Destiny for the first time. You can take the starting weapons and do escalation protocol and do it just fine. Okay, here's a quick breakdown on how to do escalation protocol. If you ever see an objective that says locate and disable Shadow Rift, all you gotta do is stand in the green circle until the crystals are no longer immune. There's 3 crystals per Shadow Rift that you'll see. Just stand on the green circle, wait till they're not immune, then shoot them with any primary or secondary, anything, and just destroy the crystals to progress this part of escalation protocol. Most of the other parts of escalation protocol are either there's a heroic public event you have to do, or there is a boss section of just bosses, high bosses, wizards, and all that spawning at the same time. They gotta clear within a certain amount of time. It is time sensitive. So let's talk about the loot incentive. Why am I telling you to go and do escalation protocol? Well, it will give you a fully legendary armor set. There's no limit to how many armor sets you can farm. You can just continue to do armor sets, to farm armor sets all day long. It drops from the level 7 of escalation protocol. You don't need a key, you don't need to do anything special, but kill the boss at the end of level 7 of escalation protocol. Then a chest will spawn. The boss itself will drop shaders or the rotating weapon of that week. I will put a picture infographic here as to which weeks give which weapons. There's a SMG, there's a sniper, and there's a shotgun. The Icarus hand cannon is from a quest. Those other 3 weapons that you can get from the final boss drop when it drops the shaders is only through escalation protocol. So if you do happen to get lucky with the escalation protocol weapons, it's like double dipping. You get the armor that you want. The armor looks amazing. If you want a full set of armor, it looks amazing. And you get a chance at a weapon. A good, decent weapon. I really like the shotgun. It has a perk called Trench Barrel. When you melee a enemy, then your next 3 shots do more damage. It's great. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna walk you through it. So, you got 3 weapons from that beginning mission. You should have gotten a rocket launcher, a shotgun, and the Kamastov auto rifle. I might have mispronounced that. So, use your auto rifle, your kinetic primary ammo auto rifle, on any red bar enemy you see. Use your shotgun on any yellow bar enemy you see. Use your rocket launcher on the boss. that is all you gotta do. Though I do have one huge tip. Take the Plumeza B grenade launcher from the collection, which you have immediately after launching up the game. You have this. It has auto loading holster. What that does is it allows you to never have to reload in the correct circumstances. Like if you fire off all your grenade launcher rounds and then switch to another weapon, say a shotgun, then you wait some time and switch it back to your grenade launcher, you have reloaded all your shots, all those grenade launcher rounds, and be able to go again. It loads the rounds for you. It's a great perk. Mainly though, grenade launchers are kind of really good in Destiny, and that blue grenade launcher has saved my butt in so many raids, including this one. Yes, you can raid. You can raid with just escalation protocol gear. You know, it's not going to be the most optimized, but you can start raiding. How I suggest starting this process is going to Banshee, a NPC in the tower, the first place that you went at the beginning, and you want to see if he has any stat mods. Stats are on legendary gear and exotic gear, and you can increase your stats, which influence a lot of different things. You can influence those stats by obtaining mods. Banshee has daily and weekly bounties you can complete for enhancement cores and mod components. You can spend those mod components directly at Banshee to get mods. You can increase your recovery. You can increase your resilience. These stats might not make a whole lot of sense right now, but this will make your loadout 10 times better, because if you put 50, one for each 5 armor pieces, it gives 10 of a stat per armor piece. You can increase your one stat by a whole ton. You can mix and match as well. Put 10 into resilience, 10 into recovery, 10 into intellects. Those stats you can see on the actual character page, but resilience increases how much damage you can take, and recovery fastens the time you have to wait before your health starts regenning and how fast it regens. So those are 2 good stats to have. Though there's also intellect that reduces the amount of time it takes for you to get your super, which is always helpful. Discipline that reduces the cooldown of your grenade. Strength that reduces the cooldown of your melee ability. So there's a ton to play with in terms of raid builds. Speaking of raids, let's start the raid montage. This is the Leviathan raid on Nessus. You have to unlock Nessus to start doing this first raid. This is the first raid that you unlock, unless you have the Forsaken or Shadowkeep DLC, in which case EDZ has a raid, Scourge of the Past. So this is what you'll be looking forward to. Let's cue that raid montage.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay.
Hold up. Rewind that. What just happened? Okay. At the beginning of the round, we all stepped onto the plate. It gave us a debuff called Psionic Protection. It protected us from taking damage from the water. I killed my ceremonial bather that spawns at each chain. Then I move on to the middle, grab the buff again because it's the only place I can get the buff. Then go to the plate opposite mine on the same right or left side. In this case, it was left side. That's how you do the entire raid, and just switch over and over and again until you lock up all the change, then kill the lancers. That's the entire encounter. Now, what on earth is happening here? This is the dogs encounter on Prestige. There are 8 dogs to kill. That's the objective. Kill the 8 dogs. 2 people on top grab the prisms that spawn after you've killed all the ads. The people on top use that prism while standing in the light to damage spores, little flowers all around the arena, based on which ones are lit up. When 4 people are standing near the spore, it gives the maximum damage buff. With this damage buff, you do more damage. That helps you for killing dogs. So, this entire encounter is collecting the damage buff, killing the dogs. You have a limited time amount to do it. The team on bottom is navigating through all these dogs. The team on top, the 2 guys are just shooting the spores that come up. That's it. The encounter ends when all 8 dogs are done and dead.
Dude, how do you feel?
Okay, Precaution. Well, nobody likes Prestige Gauntlet. I'm sure of it. Well, I do like Prestige Gauntlet, and here's why. It's a pretty fun game showy type of encounter, and it's fairly simple. The encounter starts when all 4 people, 1 for each symbol on the outside of this arena, step on the plate. After that, 2 waves of enemies spawn, followed by a yellow centurion. That is a yellow health bar mini boss. After that is killed, all 4 on all 4 sides, the runner picks up a psionic charge. He runs through the maze-like encounter with the platforms missing on the outside of the maze game show encounter, and what he is calling out to his teammates on the other side is that he's calling out the red circle and the position of the red circle preceded by the symbol that is above him. So he's calling out dog middle there. It's coming up on sun. He's calling out sun middle. And the people on the outside, well, what are they doing? Well, one of them is standing on the plate and shooting maybe the 2 arrows that he is not calling out. And then he's moving. They are both moving to the right. One person is meleeing the scion, the other person is shooting the plate on the plate. Then, after all 6 people have ran, and because it's prestige, and have deposited the sonic charge, we all pick it up, run, and Team 1 picks up the first set of orbs. Team 2 picks up the second set of orbs. This is Team 2 picking it up now. Then Team 1 will pick up the third set of orbs. There's only 4 orbs for each grid, so you have to space them out like this so that more people survive. And then Team 2 picks up the 4th grid of orbs, then the finish line is coming up fairly shortly from here. This is Team 2 picking up the 4th set of orbs. And now the finish line. After 3 to 4 to 5 to all 6 people, depending on how many people died when trying to bank those balls at the beginning, finally bank at the end, then the encounter is over and the chest gives the loot. That's it. Okay, this is the last bit of explaining that I have to do. I sincerely hope that somebody who's watching this eventually does Leviathan Prestige and gets a full set of Escalation Protocol armor. It would really make my day to hear that somebody actually took the advice and went out and did this. So, what is this encounter about? Essentially,
Did you survive now?
Hey, just wait as long as we can.
at the beginning of the encounter, you kill some enemies. Then everybody gets teleported into the void room. 3 people stay. There's a void left, void middle, void right. They see 3 symbols at the Callus's forehead, 1 each, right? The 4th symbol that they don't see, the Throne Puncher punches that Scion with that symbol. They get teleported into void randomly. Well, no, they get teleported every time a person in void gets teleported out randomly. So it's always new and fresh. Then that keeps happening until we reach the beginning of the front of the Callus head.
Is Callus Jesus?
At that point, after you see me die there, at that point, you start shooting skulls that appear out of the forehead as soon as you make it all the way. In between, there's Scions that can knock you up, Scions that can wipe the entire team, but those are fairly simple to take on. After this, it's just a silly encounter of that. Then you step on one plate, starting usually from the top right, sun. Everybody unloads their grenade launchers, supers, etc. into Callus's body. Then he dies like a giant robot rat, sending us down to his pizza kitchen lair to collect the loot. And that is the end of the encounter. This kind of turned into a raid. Raid?
He's low anyway, he's about to die.
God? Maybe? I didn't want it to be. This is the longest video I've ever made. But what I can say is I'll be making a full in-depth raid guide. This is just a taste of it. This is just the surface of it.
Come on.
Wait, why is he dying?
This thing has a lot of health. Okay, get his nuke,
Just a shield, just a shield, just a shield, just a shield. Shoot the shield, shoot the shield.
Get him, get him, get him.
Nice.
How does it feel to finish Prestige Leviathan on your first go?
Hell yeah, dude.
Not even
First
normal,
ever
Prestige.
Leviathan
Straight up Prestige.
Anger Imperial Invitation, let's go.
Let's go. You have to do this again, by the way, Beef.
Oh, okay.
You have to do this again. Yeah, that's what I was just doing right now.
You have to do this again.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck.
His head's following me.
Okay. Okay, Beef, get over here. There should be chest.
Yes, there were
That was all
chests.
the Aussies, guys. That was entirely you guys.
Yeah, that was Alpha.
You guys were like the best people I've ever played with in my life.
Okay, listen to me. I am not good at PvP. I am no PvP king. Though, I did start to use my Titan with whatever exotics and legendaries and gear that I had accumulated through Escalation Protocol and the raids. I did start using that in PvP, and this is how I did.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
with all said and done, I think this is a good stopping point. This video is 30 minutes long. I've never made a video 30 minutes long. But in Destiny, remember, the core of this video is about how you can create a character you'll love, a character that will be fun to play, a character that is unlike anyone else's. And in Destiny, it's possible where you can create a character and really enjoy the gameplay, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot to get to. Haven't even talked about Xur, haven't even talked about the Menagerie, the Reckoning, any of these I like these kind of grinds, especially the deterministic grinds where you can search for a particular weapon, particular masterwork in certain scenarios and really chase what you're going after. That is a core, essential part to the loot grind in Destiny. We're just getting started. There's so much to cover. Even just one weapon, it can be covered extensively. This is just a snapshot of everything that could happen. All you have to do is download Destiny and see if you like it for yourself. Create a character and see where it leads you.
We all got internet personas, we hide behind. We all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide.